to host the 2018 China Dragon Boat Race. Now please allow me to give the floor to Mr. Gao Zhongjian, Deputy Mayor of Kunming. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today we gather here by the lakeside of Dianchi to host the 2018 China Dragon Boat Race, Dianchi Station, commissioned by the municipal government. On behalf of the city government, I'd like to express my sincere welcome to all of the athletes, referees, coaches to participate in this game. The city of Kunming has beautiful natural sceneries as well as cultural heritages. And the environment of Dianchi has been improving over the years on multiple fronts, providing a favorable condition to host this race. The dragon boat is also a cultural heritage of China. The convening of this event is not only an opportunity for us to showcase Chinese culture and to encourage people to participate in sports events, but can also bring more people here to enjoy the beautiful scenery in Kunming. Last but not least, I wish all of the athletes can achieve great and satisfactory results. I wish this race a great success. Thank you. And now the launching ceremony of the dragon boat. A final decoration of the dragon boats. And now the final coloring of the eyes. This is to serve as a good fortune and well-being of the people and the nation. This is for health, well-being, and good luck. Thank you. Please be seated. Now, Mr. Yin Yong will be announcing the beginning of the race, and he is the director of the Sports Bureau of the City of Kunming. I hereby announce that the Dragon Boat Race of 2018 begins now.
观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎您收看中央电视台体育频道为您带来的2018年中华龙舟大赛昆明站的比赛。那么，我们是在美丽的高原。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dragon Boat Race Kunming Station. Here we are at the lakeside of Dianchi of the city of Yunnan. And this is the last station of the 2018 China Dragon Boat Race. And we have Mr. Jiang Hao from Huazhong Normal University. And this is the race of 2,000 meters for teens, for teenager girls. So this is day 2 of the competition. Yesterday we witnessed a competition of the mixed gender group and see several champions. And in the professional team for professional race for male, we have a dark horse emerging and finally claimed the champion. We also see some traditionally strong competitions because strong teams did not do their best in yesterday's competition. We see more new powers emerging. So in the lakeside of Dianchi, the environment is quite particular because the weather is good. However, it locates at a plateau with an altitude of about 2,000 meters. So for this kind of aerobic sports, their capacity, their physical strength will be reduced for about 10 to 15%. Allowing more room and opportunities for the dark horse to come to the top. So it all comes down to who can adapt to the environment quickly enough. Today, as you can see, the weather is fine. And yesterday, the weather is not as ideal as today, with windy and very strong waves. Now the race finally begins. We have the team of Liaocheng University, who is heading for good starts. And it's now playing the lead. We can see that today we see a lot of finals, and the University of Liaocheng is having a very clear advantage over the other teams. Has left all the other teams behind, and their performance has been quite consistent. And it's moving like an arrow in the lake. So the women's team for Liaocheng University is quite distinct. As we mentioned yesterday, the range of the paddles is quite highly effective and efficiency. So this team is really in a perfect condition and status to win this competition. So each stroke is powerful. Each stroke stick right deep into the water so as to create the best effect of rowings. So this entire team is in great coordinates with each other. The temperature, the wind speed, and the other exterior environment is in good shape. Yesterday afternoon, it was very windy and strong. There were strong waves on the lakes. Therefore, it may cause a lot of difficulties for the athletes. And now it's 200 meters for teenage boys. And we have University of Wenzhou University, Liaochun University, Jimei University, and so on. In this group, the performance and the capabilities of these teams are quite similar to each other. As you can see, this is the Chengdu Academy of Arts. This is the Academy of Zaozhuang. In some of the traditionally strong teams, especially in the northern part of China, a lot of them are experiencing a shortage of personnel. You may also log on our website and our WeChat account to check out the latest updates of this race. Now the race begins. So as we said, this kind of shortage of human resources is an acute problem faced by many teams. You can see that Wenzhou University, Zaozhuang Academy, and Liaochun University are taking the leads. Wenzhou University claimed the championship in yesterday's 100-meter race. Jimei University is also doing a good job. Okay, last bit. As you can see, Wenzhou University takes the first place and Jimei University the second place. Today it was not quite windy at the beginning of the race, but we see that the wind seems to be getting stronger. If the wind continues to grow stronger, it may cause challenges for the teams. May have a higher demand for their techniques, and also it would demand that you have a stronger power when you are rowing. In windy conditions, it may cause challenges to the teams. Especially in following winds, it will require that the team members have a better skills. So usually the proficient athletes will gain a better advantage in a situation of following winds or tailwinds. And in headwinds, it will require that the athletes have more powers. So the time of rounds in the first 15 seconds is quite crucial in a boat race. The average performance will be 20 times in the first 15 seconds. And it will definitely stand out if you can row the paddle for over 30 times in the first 15 seconds. Here you can see that the teams are ready for the next round of race. Here we have 6 teams ready to be getting into this round of race. So Zhejiang teams overtakes the other teams halfway through the race and has increased its efficiency and speed of rowing. But it was overtaken by Dongbei University again. So this was really a close competition because the Zhejiang team became number 1 half the race and then was overtook again by Dongbei University. As you can see, that halfway, the Dongbei University's frequency is lower than that of Zhejiang team. However, it overtook Zhejiang team at the end of the race. So this was quite a fierce competition because the team of Zhoujiang overtook Dongbei University halfway, but then the Dongbei University came on top again. And now the award ceremony for the 200-meter race for teenage girls. In 6th place, Wenzhou University. In 5th place, Yunnan Ethnic University. Runner-up, Suzhou Educational Park, and our champion, University of Liaocheng. This is a newly established team from Liaocheng University, but they really have a strong ability to adapt to the environment and strong techniques.
Next, 下面将进行2018中华龙舟大赛昆明滇池站青少年男子200米比赛的颁奖仪式，请获奖运动队代表入场。获得第6名的队伍是成都艺术学院队。
Next round of race, 200, the award ceremony for the 200-meter race of teenage boys.
获得第4名的队伍是云南民族大学队。获得第3名的队伍是聊城大学队。获得第2名的队伍是集美大学队。获得第1名的队伍是温州大学队。请颁奖嘉宾为获奖队员颁奖。
In 4th place, Yunnan Minzu University. In 3rd place, Liaocheng University. And our champion, Wenzhou University. So the Wenzhou University team is quite an experienced team. A lot of the team members are quasi-qualified professional art athletes.
们来看一下男子精英200米直道赛的决赛啊，湖南汨罗名门世家九江、福州长乐、海南陵水江汉大学和新会红大堂。男子精英组当中呢，现在湖南汨罗表现的还真的是不错。昨天也是在不断的介绍，你像聊城大学，我们说它是保持着它的这种奖下的一些传统特点，在保持它的奖服、保持它的潜逃入水的这种效果的情况下，让它的成功化。
Now the 200-meter race for elite male athletes. Here are the 6 teams participating in this race. Hunan Milo team is a very proficient teams. Fuzhou Chang'e is also a strong team. It has rich experience. They have even represent China to be part of the World Cup. Now the race begins. The 7 teams are having a very good start because these are very experienced and proficient teams. Right now it's still too early to tell who will be taking the throne. And if you watch closely the movement of the drummers, they are clearly much more professional than the junior teams. The Zhejiang team has taken the first place and Hunan Milo came second. The Zhejiang team has taken the throne because it is more perseverant in the second half. So this team has great heritage, especially in the mid-distance race, 200 meters, 500 meters. It has also played against many other strong teams. And there are even other universities who learn from the Zhejiang team and finally came top in the races other years. In this season, in the male elite group, the Shunde team has been performing quite well. However, it fails to enter the finals of this round. So finally, the Zhejiang team claims the gold. And now the award ceremony for the race of public gender teams. And in 6th place, Liaocheng University. In 5th place, Zhanghan University. In 4th place, Guangdong Zhoujiang team. And in 3rd place, Hengtai team. In 2nd place, Zhejiang team. And the champion, Dongbei Electronic Universities. And now the guest will be presenting awards to the athletes. So the Dongbei Northeast Dianli University was playing against very strong competitors such as the Zhejiang team, and it's not easy for them to come on top in the end. Now 200 meters final race for professional team for men. Six teams participating in this round. And the team from Jiangxi claims the first place in yesterday's 100-meter race because this is the race for professional teams, and therefore we can expect a very fierce and close competition out of this group. Now the race begins. On the third lane, they are heading for a very good start, taking the lead. But the team from lane 2 is coming quite close. Team number 3 is heading for a very good start and maintain the lead throughout the race and claims first place. So this is the Jiangxi team who has maintained a strong position from beginning to end. The 22 athletes on board also are cooperating closely and effectively together. Therefore, they have successfully taken first place. Now a slow motion replay. The movement of the athletes are quite consistent and unanimous. As you can see from the slow motion, that the surface of the lake is quite smooth. Therefore, it is quite an ideal condition, weather condition, for this kind of boulder races. Now the award ceremony for men's 200 race elite group. In 6th place, Jianghan University. In 5th place, Hainan Lingshui. In 4th place, Fuzhou Changle. In 3rd place, Xinhui Hongdatang. In 2nd place, our runner-up, Hunan Miluo. In 1st place, Zhejiang team. Now the award ceremony of men's 200 race professional group. There are a lot of dark horses in this China Longzhou tournament. In 1st place, Dongguan Wanjiang. In 5th place, Fuzhou Puxia. In 4th place, Dongguan Zhantao Technology. Second runner-up, Meishan Qimingxin. In 2nd place, Lecong Luofugong. And the champion goes to Jiangxi Yifang Hushan. In the past years, because of this tournament, we can see that the capabilities of all the clubs, all the teams have been improved, and there is now a much wider participation from all over the countries. In the past, Guangdong teams are the strongest ones in the tournaments, but now we see wider participation and more dark horses and new powers emerging in the process. A lot of universities, people with different age groups, all found the sport fascinating. We'll take a break before we come back for the 500-meter races. Dear viewers, we have just witnessed the races of 100 meters and 200 meters. And we see that some of the traditionally strong teams have taken the thrones. For example, the Dongbei Dianli University have taken the throne for 200-meter race for men. And this is really a star-studded team. All of the team members are university students. Besides finishing their studies, they also take part in this Dragon Boat race training. They have taken more than 69 champions, and it has won annual championship for 4 years in consecutive. And now let's know more about this team through a video. The Northeast Dianli University has a Dragon Boat team. On training day, they will come to the Songhuajiang River. Be careful. In the past, we used to do races on ice. This is the coach of the team. Whenever new members come, he will share some of the stories when he's young. Dongbei, in the northeast of China, has very cold weather. So in a lot of time of the year, we have to do the race in ice. Sometimes it's even quite difficult for us to untie the life jackets. This is our venue. I think our team members are doing trainings inside. This is like a rowing simulator. It was built in 2009. Back then, it was the only indoor training venue for dragon boats. In 2018, the tournament has been changing its rules. I think the changing of the rules of this game has given people of different age groups and from different walks of life an opportunity to get close to this game. So as girl athletes, we need to focus more on the coordinates of our movements. A team of both girls and boys is facing also with great challenges. And the Northeast Dianli University claims second place because one of our members' paddle was broken halfway. So the 9 of us finished this whole race by ourselves. We believe in our cooperation, our team efforts. And we came on top for the 500-meter race. This is our 7th year to be part of the tournament. During our competition with Team Jiujiang and Shunde, we hope to do our best. We hope that the students' team can realize their dreams as soon as possible in the tournaments. Now we're about to have the 500-meter races. This is the longest race in the tournament and also a great task for both mind and body. Dear viewers, welcome back. And now we have the women's 500-meter race teenage group. The 500-meter race is different from 200 and 100 meters, especially when it takes place in the plateau. We have also Liaocheng University, Suzhou Educational Park, Changzhou University, and so on. So the 500-meter race is really a task for the stamina of the athletes. So from 100 meters to 200 to 500, the distance grows stronger, therefore raising higher and higher demands for the athlete. Not only should you have a strong physique, Also, you need to have a very good control of the tempos in the race. From drummers to conductors to athletes to rowers, all of them should have perfect coordination with each other in order to adjust the frequency of the rowing to the best. Communication between the athletes is crucial. As you can see, Liaocheng University and Fuzhou University are now taking the leads. You may see that the speed of the boat is not quite fast, but this requires very high techniques as the rowers have to control the tempos, the tempo of their movements. So your frequency goes from about 110 per minute to about 70 per minute. It is important for this process to be steady and consistent because it calls for cooperation between the team members. It is the only way to make sure that your boat can also be moving forward and maintain a lead. Now, Liaocheng University is having a very high advantage, very clear advantage over the other teams. This is also one of their strong suits in the competition. It is the performance of the paddles of the rowing actions is what makes them one of the dominator of this competition for so many years. In most of the northern teams, Liaocheng University, they have better physique, so to speak. So there are more strong teams from the north, especially at the students group. And next will be the men's 500 race teenage group. Liaocheng University, Kunming University, Yunnan University, and Wenzhou University, and so on. These are the top teams in this item. The Wenzhou University have great team spirits and cooperation. We also look forward to their performance in this long distance item. This is Yunnan University. Lane 4, Wenzhou University. Lane 6, 枣庄 Academy. Please get ready.
1道和5道的2支队伍，聊城大学还有成都艺术学院也是标志着在比赛当中可以重点关注的队伍，成绩也是在前面的比赛当中比较突出的。
对，就是晋级赛当中呢，他的表现更好一些。
对，
我们看启航、辽大和温州大学相对起在靠前位置，另外呢，集美大学途中转入的过程要更好一些。他的脚下进入到途中滑节奏相对明晰状态会晚一点。集美大学有意识的把自己的高脚、快脚。
So in lane 1 was Liaoning University. In lane 4, it is Wenzhou University, which is the two strongest team in this race.
是的，我们看一下进入到途中滑，集美大学和聊城大学呢是集美大学在第2赛道，聊城大学在第1赛道。我们可以看到，集美大学所选择的这个战术就是我紧紧跟着聊城大学补防，两个队伍也是互相的在较着劲儿。然后，但是聊城大学呢，它整个这个速度感也好，还是频率感也好，更好一些，更强一些。我们可以看到它整个这个船上的配合也更默契。
And right now, Liaoning University is having a slight advantage. Jimei University is in lane 2 and Liaoning University in lane 1.
有2个奖位。第4赛道的温州大学，在这个小组当中也是表现比较突出，位列第1梯队。温州大学和集美大学。目前来看的第2赛道，集美大学还是稍稍领先一点。
看最后阶段冲刺吧，这时候温州大学和集美大学之间还有一定差距。
And Jimei University is following very closely, looking for opportunities to overtake the competitor.
集美大学也已经进入到转奖加奖的过程当中啊。观众朋友们还是可以通过扫描屏幕左下方2维码的方式来了解更多关于中华龙舟大赛的信息。这个时候聊城大学已经上来了，眼瞅着快要反超了，最后阶段冲刺，聊城大学的脚下更有力量，更快。
Right now, Jimei University also have a very slight advantage. Liaoning University is now catching up last 100 meters. And Liaoning University is picking up its frequency of rowing. And now let's see who will be taking first place. Liaoning University overtook the first 2 teams in the last 50 meters. Their strong physique is a guarantee and a foundation for their victory. It seems that they are lagging behind halfway, and their frequency is not that fast. However, in the last 100 meters, it has increased its frequency very quickly, and then overtaking the other teams to become number 1. So the last 100 meters has been remarkable for the team for Liaoning University.
是6支队伍，有东北电力大学、昆明世家九江、广东远航九江、聊城大学、江汉大学。
Now, men's 500 meters race, a teenage group. Six teams participating in this item. Lane 2, Zhejiang team. Lane 3, Guangdong Zhejiang team.
公开混合啊，东北电力和名门世家九江之间必有一战。100米是名门世家九江，200米东北电力，就像刚才我们看到在这个男子青少年组别当中一样，最后阶段的这种反超聊城大学的最后阶段冲刺非常的强。东北电力呢，在刚才混合组的200米当中，最后阶段的冲刺用了大概也就是10米左右，完成了反超。
Now this is the men's 500 race.
世家九江这个非常强劲的对手，长距离当中东北电力大学他们更擅长一些，所以我们看这次比赛当中的表现。
6道这边的东莞恒泰建筑起航速度要更快一些，但是呢，它的奖品是相对比较高的。
And the Dongbei Electric Power University, Northeast Electric Power University is clearly the strongest competitor, but its strongest competition is right beside it, the Mingmen Shijia Zhejiang team. So this will have to become a very close race between these two teams. Now the race begins. As you can see, beside the two strong teams that we mentioned, the other teams are also working very hard to catch up, to still stay in the race. This is the Northeast Electric Power University. And right now we can see that the Northeast Electric Power University has taken the first place, and Mingmen Shijia Zhejiang came second. So for Northeast Electric Power University, their strategy was to remain low-key in the first part of the race, in the first half of the race. But its strong physique will guarantee that it can still steal the race by increasing its frequency to a very high level. That was really a strong dash at the end. Northeast University has taken the mixed genders 200 race for public group.
下面将进行2018中华龙舟大赛昆明滇池站青少年女子组500米比赛的颁奖仪式，请获奖运动队代表入场。
我们来看一下，这是青少年500米大赛的颁奖仪式。
Next, award ceremony for women's 500-meter race teenage group.
更为稳定一些。
获得第6名的队伍是云南民族大学队。
云南民族大学登上领奖台也不容易，
大学2队。
组建时间不长。
In 6th place, Yunnan Province University. In 5th place, 福州 University. In 4th place, Wenzhou University. In 3rd place, Suzhou Educational Park. In 2nd place, Changzhou University. And in 1st place, Liaocheng University. Now our guests will be presenting the awards to the recipients.
现在的聊城大学真是非常的稳定，它的技战术的风格
对
很统一。2-3年下来，你看到基本上3年前吧，聊城大学形成了这种，就它的男队形成了这种稳定的技术风格。
Liaocheng University is quite a consistent team with very steady performance over the years. 3 years ago, they have been forming this kind of unique style that they have, and has been keeping it up for over the years and deliver constant and outstanding performances over the tournaments in the past years. This team has great heritage, and there is currently we did not see any breakups or shortages in human resources. Now the award ceremony for men's 500-meter race teenage group.
获得第5名的队伍是温州大学队。
In 6th place, Shaozhuang Academy. In 5th place, Wenzhou University. In 4th place, Chengdu Art Academy. In 3rd place, Yunnan Province University. In 2nd place, Kunming University. And finally, in 1st place, Liaocheng University. Now our guests will be presenting the awards to the recipients.
男子精英组的比赛啊，500米直道赛，看看湖南汨罗在这场男子直道赛的比赛当中能表现怎么样。刚才是200米啊，没有能够。
And now men's 500 meters senior group.
他的节奏非常的清晰的情况下呢，
湖南汨罗 is an most outstanding team. It fails to get the first place in 200-meter race. Hopefully they can do better in the 500-meter race. 6 teams are now ready for the game. In lane 1, 名门世家九江。Lane 2, Northeast Electric Power University. So these two strongest teams are shoulder by shoulder in lanes. In lane 3, Shanghai University. Lane 4, 新会基达。Lane 5, 湖南汨罗。And lane 6, 新会洪达堂。Please get ready for the race. 1 minute preparation.
因为今天没有什么明显的侧风啊，所以各条艇很顺利的航道当中完成取旗，完成航线的校正，这个出发都会比较顺利，稍稍有一点点顺风啊，滑线还比较舒服。
Today we don't have side winds, so the process of the competition is very smooth, especially at the beginning of the race. A little bit of tailwind can help the teams to get a good start. Unlike yesterday, when the wind was quite strong, this kind of side wind might cause great challenges for the teams and the boats, especially when it comes to the ends, because the speed is too fast. The side wind may even cause clashes between boats. Now the 6 teams are having a very smooth start, and in lane 5, the team of Hunan Miluo is trying to lower its frequency to steady the boats. However, in lane 1, the 人民世家九江 is also doing a very good job. There is an elegance to the movements of the athletes. Hunan Miluo has a very good, very outstanding tempo. Last 200 meters. As you can see, they have a clear clutch of the game. But at the end, it's a question whether they can maintain this kind of a tempo all the way to the end. As you can see, lane 1, Zhejiang team, and lane 5, Hunan Miluo, are now very close to each other. They are almost head-to-head. But lane 1, Zhejiang team is picking up the frequency with a very strong dash to the finishing line. So the styles of the two teams are quite sharp, in quite sharp contrast. So Zhejiang team has a higher frequency than Miluo. And the Zhejiang team has maintained this style all the way. Milo also did a very good job halfway. However, at the second half of the race, it is lagging behind, just fell a little short when it comes to the frequency of the rowing.
今天上午比赛进展也是非常的快。刚刚结束了一组比赛，接下来将要看到是颁奖仪式。颁奖仪式过去之后呢，今天上午的比赛只剩下最后一强了。
下面将进行2018中华龙舟大赛昆明滇池站公开混合组500米比赛。
Next will be the award granting ceremony, and when the ceremony is over, there will be a last round of this morning's race. Now the award ceremony for mixed group, a mixed 200-meter race public group.
获得第6名的队伍是聊城大学队。
我们从这个一轮轮比赛也能看到，就是随着这个距离拉长之后呢，传统的强队他们的优势就体现出来了。
In 6th place, Liaocheng University.
大家就是回到我们眼前，让大家眼前一亮的，就反而变成东北丁大学、东北世家九江。对，这些我们经常看到的。
When the distance grows stronger, the traditionally strong team will be having a better advantages because they have more experiences. Therefore, in the podiums of the 500-meter race, we will see more familiar teams. However, in 100 and 200 meters race, we can see more fresh faces because it gives more opportunities for dark horses to rise above. However, in this kind of long-distance races, the new power still have a lot to learn from the old teams.
现在是最后一组的500米直道赛的这个较量啊，职业男子500米直道赛的决赛，这是本站昆明滇池站的收官之战。眉山市启明星、天任大梁大门、东莞万江之昌、东莞展涛科技、江西一方虎山和乐从罗浮宫啊，看一下乐从罗浮宫。
Now the final competition of this morning.
可以说江西一方虎山这支队伍，他们从这个赛季中华龙舟大赛来说，每一站啊。
The Jiangxi team has been maintaining its advantages all the way from the preliminary round to the finals. They've never fell out of top 3 in this series. The way that they train is quite particular.
就是通过这种让队员去感知这种力量感来就是不断的去挖掘身体的这种内在的这种爆发力和提升这种力量的这个整个的这个不断的突破。
Their training aims at improving the physique and powers of the team members. They use this kind of very heavy bolt in training so that when they are when they are rowing the dragon boat, they will feel very light and easy. So they have this particular training methods. Now the race begins.
乐从罗浮宫也没有完全在起航一开始就把自己的速度提升得非常快。对，你看现在乐从罗浮宫，它的整个桨下的幅度保持也是非常好。它的起航大部分靠的是一个长桨的状态。旁边的江西一方虎山和它。
As you can see that the Jiangxi team is having a clear advantage over the other teams, and now has already most of the team has been left behind by Jiangxi. 乐从 and 名门世家九江 have just came back from the World Cup. And Le Cong has just came back from the Asian Games and the World Cup. So that might be the peak of this season. But the months following it might be a period of adjustment. So I believe that their physical status is not in the best place. Now the final dash. Jiangxi is having a clear advantage. It's about half boat long, but they did not slow down its frequency. So with no suspense, Jiangxi won the number 1. Followed by Le Cong and Mei Shan. So the team of Jiangxi claimed thrones in this group. The men's race professional group, he claims throne in 100, 200, and 500 meter race. A real dominator in this group. This is really hard to beat. I believe that the Shunde team is not facing a lot of pressure. Because they know that they are not in the best place, so it does not pull out all of its powers. And now the result of the game: first place Jiangxi, second place Le Cong, third place Mei Shan, and fourth place Dongguan. And that's all of the competitions in this morning and in this station. I want to thank all of you for being here with us. We have finished all of the games, all of the races. This is the last station of the Dragon Boat tournament this year. So the top teams has already claimed places in the annual finales, which will take place in December the 15th to 17th to 16th in Hainan Province. And we'll also be doing a live broadcast for you by then. That's all for today's program. Thank you all for watching.